How y'all doing out there? Chime on in. Chime on in.
Yes.
Hopefully y'all having a good week out there. Thank you for chiming in Wednesday night at 8 p.m. for the Ham Show on the Hump Day. Y'all, what's up? What's going on out there?
Yes. How was your day today?
It was all right. A lot of administration stuff going on, but you know, it's about to be a new year. You think they would come up with something, you know?
Yeah, well, I tried to rest today, but I still had some running around to do. Just coming back from hey, Chris is in the building. Coming back from driving to California, looking at over probably about 20 apartments in 2 days. That was fun. Thank you, Chris. Chris always checking in, let us know how we look and sound. That's our background sound guy.
Yeah, he's
you know what I mean?
Background administration over there.
And we appreciate you, Chris, very much so.
Yeah.
If y'all are just tuning in, I am Treasure Cheltenham, and to the right of me, to the left of you,
I'm Sean Cheltenham, and I'm one of the Hams.
And this is the Ham Show.
This is the Ham Show, y'all. Thank y'all for chiming in every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. If you have anything you want to say today, go ahead and get it off your chest.
Yeah, because today is that day.
Today, I believe, is open forum, right?
It's open forum and holidays.
You know, every time we hit a holiday, we try to hit y'all with an open forum so y'all can just get off your chest what you wanted to say.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, we heard you was sick over there, Chris, man. Hopefully you're doing better now and everything is going good with you.
Yeah, this is the season for it too, man. They be going around. You got to get them herbs in you.
Well, we knew that. We knew that, Chris. We knew, every week you say that.
Chris never lets us down. I tell you that.
Right.
I tell you that much. What are you guys doing for the holidays? What you got planned, Chris?
Yeah, what's cracking for the holidays, y'all?
And for us, Christmas, we don't have anything really planned this year. We was going to attempt to do a cabin, but realize that you got to book that shit like 2 years in advance.
You got to do it hella early now. Yeah. By the time they had it, we could have built one. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I did it. We went out for the graduation in May, and we were like, oh, this is pretty nice. We should do this for Christmas. And I think in June, I was looking, and it was like, what? There's nothing available. So, yeah, it looks like you got to do that a year or two in advance.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind going back to the cabin, that we went to out there. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, we could even do that for Christmas, huh?
I'm talking about just, whenever. It don't matter.
Just on GP.
Yeah, just
to get away.
Yeah, chill out. It was peaceful up there. Yeah.
Okay.
You got to see the stars and stuff. Stars and the quasars, you know what I'm saying? Okay. If you just now chiming on in, go ahead and hit that like button for us and share it to a friend. Tell us, tell them we doing our thug thizzle over there. If not, tell them we suck, and then at least they'll look to see if we suck.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, well, let me go see for myself. I want to see how bad it is, so I can talk about them. Please do.
Yeah. If you just now chiming in, go ahead and hit us with the like. And tonight is open forum. You get to talk about what you want to talk about. And of course, we got a couple videos for y'all, or a little something for y'all to check out. But tonight is for y'all, so y'all get to say what you want to say.
Chris said he ain't doing nothing. He just gonna work on the house in the middle of a big project, and he can't seem to make enough progress fast enough. It's always like that.
Ain't that how it always be, man?
It's always like that, man.
Yeah, it seems like you just forever working on something.
I was just telling my homegirl today, the next phase of house projects, and I'm like, well, we still got to finish one, which it's not even on our time right now. It's on someone else's time, but because this is the time of the year where it's busy for people, we have to just be patient and understanding. and which is what we've been doing. It's not a big deal, but we're like, once we get that project done, then we don't know if we want to do the floor or the kitchen next. I say the floor.
Well, the kitchen island has got to get done before we do the floor.
All right, well now we got to do the kitchen first.
So at least the island will be done,
and then well, that's the only thing we really that's going to be like done, quote unquote.
Well, we have to extend the island, and so they can prep the floor and all that stuff.
Right. But like as far as even appliances, when we're just taking appliances out and replacing them with newer ones. So like I think that does it gonna matter?
Well, yeah, because we got to get. That's going to be a big project because we got to cut the floor open to bring the gas lines to the island and the water lines to the
So
island.
we definitely got to do the kitchen first.
Yeah. So the floor's got to get cut open.
Yeah. Chris says topics. I see all these child abuse cases, extreme shit. I went through some serious shit when I was little. I can't believe this bullshit still happens. Man, listen, child abuse on to levels of that and beyond. Yeah, I just seen something today that was rather disturbing, and I don't even want to get into it because it was too close, like too close. So it's like I'll talk to my husband about it later, but I'm like, damn, it's getting kind of crazy out there.
The streets is getting crazy, man. As especially here in Vegas, as the city gets bigger, more people, more problems. So y'all be safe out there in the streets, especially during the holidays. This is the time when people get robbed trying to get that last minute shopping in. So make sure you take care of yourself, take care of your family, because you never know. You just never know, man. Things is crazy out there, folks. It's crazy.
Yeah, just weird shit been happening, man.
Right.
But the child abuse cases that are getting to the point where, first and foremost, shout out to the people out there who go and pretty much save these babies from these cases. I have a friend personally who adopted 6 babies, and they all went through stuff from having drugs in their system to breathing problems to not having to having toenails missing, things of that sort. And they kind of saved these babies from their space and what was going on with them. So first and foremost, shout out to those people. But yeah, these cases are getting out of control when you're talking about physical abuse, emotional abuse, sexual abuse, mental, and a lot of people don't realize that verbal abuse is worse than physical abuse. And when you because wounds heal, at some point that black eye is going to go away. At some point that busted lip is going to heal, and it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind. You don't see it no more, it don't remind you of nothing. But the shit that you say to a person over time, listen, that's more detrimental than you know. Like I was talking about something earlier today, just going back on my own childhood, something that was said to me that I never forgotten. And I wasn't even a child, like I wasn't even a kid. I was a teenager, you know what I mean? And I was just like, I busted into tears because I realized I was still emotionally hurt by what was said, you know what I mean? And it's like you got to be careful with that shit. The sexual abuse is just to the point where they're trying to and I don't want to even get too deep into it, but it's so bad to where they're trying to make it a preference. You know what I mean? And again, that's another topic, but unless y'all want to get into it, but that shit to me is absolutely crazy. And the kids are scared to say anything. They're scared to tell you about so and so touched me and such is talking to me weird. It's crazy. Chris said he gave up going out. You say you disagree. Words don't hurt near as much as being picked up by the neck and thrown against the wall on the other side of the living room like I was a basketball. I'll take the words and you can keep the physical shit. Well, the thing is, what I say about the physical, the words hurting more than the physical, is that though physical shit like that, because I've seen a person get hit with a heater while it was on, right in my face. So I understand the physicality of it But what I'm saying, as far as the emotional destruction, where a wound can physically heal. When you're young, you break a limb, as it heals and you get older, it's like it never happened. But something that's been said to you, oh, you hear that over and over again, and you're reminded of that hurt every time you hear it in your head, especially depending on who it came from. You hear those words repeat in your head, and it does something to you. Though being slammed across the room, I'm not saying that's one's better than the other. Though that happened, right? You're not going to physically feel that every time you think about it, is what I'm saying. And the words are something that you can hear over and over again, because the brain tends to do that. It tends to remind you of things sometimes that you don't want to be reminded of, and that's all again on a whole nother show. But um physically, your body is going to heal at some point, and the scars will be gone forever, but the scar of something someone said remains forever, if that makes sense. Since I don't know, for me, words, I'm pretty immune to. Physical shit, I got some history. And we all do. I think we all grew up with uh destructive Adam said, why so serious?
What's up,
I,
Adam, man? Thank you for chiming in, man.
we all grew up with some kind of physical abuse of some sort, especially on what today's standard of physical abuse is. Whether you got popped in the mouth by your parent for saying or not saying or doing something, or you got pinched for acting out in church, or you got slammed like a basketball or hit with a heater that was on, or cracked in the head with an iron. Like, this is shit that has actually happened. Um, and not to me personally, but to people that were close to me. So it's like, I, again, it's one of them things where the psychological part of it, I think, is the main problem, and that's more off of the emotional side, is what I'm getting at. Wendell says, tell the listeners to start writing their goals down for next year. Daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals, quarterly goals, and yearly goals. Lower and pay off debt, save and live within your means. Happy holidays to everyone. Thank you, the Hams, for your amazing show. God bless. Wendell, salute. We appreciate you for that. And so that's speaking from, how we always get into these finances. Every show, we give you a little gem.
Once again, Wendell West saves the day and hits us with some gems.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we say this pretty much all the time. Well, not all the time, but when we can, that people should be setting goals and lowering their bills and living, I say, not within their means, but underneath their means. That way they have a little extra money to do something else when they really want to. But yeah, hopefully they will do it. And in January, we will be talking about finances again. So,
you know it. As usual. But yeah, Wendell's your money guy too. That's that Las Vegas real estate guy, who's big into rapping and faux for foes.
folk for foes. Yeah, Wendell be getting us with the folk for foes.
Chris says, well, the appearance of the type of person that did things to me, white, red hair, freckles, they call that ginger. I don't know. But men that look like that do trigger me. I've punked many of them over the years as a man when I was younger. And to this day, I still won't hesitate to just throw the fuck down at that type of guy like that he wants to get down with. So let me say something to you about that. Because again, it's funny that this stuff is coming up. Because this was literally conversations I was having today. And we were talking about what triggers people. Um, Getting off subject real quick, we were talking about men who are dark complexion that won't date women who are dark complexion, or vice versa. What we were trying to figure out was why. One of the things we figured out was that most of these men, the complexion of their mother is the opposite complexion that they usually marry. And we was like, I wonder, like, what is there, if that's has something to do with anything. So going to what you said, Chris, yes, when the person that done something to you, if they're, you know, blonde hair, blue eyes, or red hair, ginger, whatever, with freckles, and they got a crooked smile. Every time you see somebody like that, that will definitely trigger you, and not necessarily trigger you to do something, but it'll trigger the memory. It'll trigger what happened to you. You'll go back to that place quickly, and you won't. It's not that you won't like the person, but you'll be like, kind of hesitant to even be near them because of the trigger that they're causing. So that's a real thing, and that's part of PTSD, and that's things that we kind of don't even talk about. We sweep this shit under the rug. We think it's gonna go away. We try to deal with it by not talking about it. And like I say, the biggest thing is we really got to communicate better. We got to communicate more, and communication. I think we talk about communicating, but it's really more listening too. It's a double-edged sword. But yeah, man, that the appearance of the person that's done something to you consistently, when you see people of that, like, you hear it all the time. Oh, you remind me of my ex. I could never date you. You know what I mean? Adam said, "Yep, rug's a good spot." But yeah, they say that they could never date a person because they remind them of an ex, or they remind them of their father or their mother. So, that's a real thing, man. I got a topic that somebody brought up today. What's up with this orb thing?
What's an orb?
So these orbs that people been seeing in the sky.
Oh, you mean
these
drones?
Well, now they're saying that it's two different types or styles. They're saying that they see the drones, but they're also seeing these orbs.
Yeah, well, people tend to see what they want to see, and until we know exactly what it is. It's just it is what it is. I'm hearing that the military already knows what they are, and they haven't disclosed where they were coming from or anything like that. But we'll see what happens in the next couple years.
Don't you find that interesting though? The military already knows.
Well, they're supposed to know what they are, so
you know what I'm saying.
They're supposed to know these things. What's going on?
So, because Chris is going back onto something else, but we'll get back to Chris. Adam says, because this is still on topic. Well, both of them are. Adam says there's people saying they're getting sick since the drone showed up. But when you say sick, though, what type of sick are we talking about? Are we talking about common cold? What are we talking about? Chris said drones. Bah, it's probably kids messing around. I don't know, Chris.
They're supposed to be pretty big, like a small, like a VW bug or something like that, like something small like that.
I've seen videos.
If kids is driving, if they driving drones like that, then I know these kids really get into the technology, but
yeah,
but the drones haven't done anything yet. Like they ain't shot at nothing. They ain't, they ain't did nothing weird, and they just been flying. So we'll see what happens.
It's interesting though, because it's on the East Coast where a lot of shit starts before it starts to come this way. But I've had people who have sent me videos and pictures of some of the stuff that they've seen, and like right here in Vegas too. And they're like, I don't know what this is, but I caught it with my camera. You know what I'm saying? And this is what it was. What does Jordan say? Jordan says the U.S. has a patent on the triangle one everybody been seeing in Jersey. Oh, is that what's going on?
I'm sure they got patents on a lot of them, man. A lot of stuff they put out. Like when the stealth first came out, people thought that was a alien ship, but it was our technology. It was the stealth fighter. It's all blacks, and they were flying it at night. So all people were seeing was a shadow going by really fast.
So it was like, what the hell is that?
Yeah. And then they were reporting to the news that they saw an alien ship go by at 67,000 miles per hour. You know what I'm saying? Because that thing is really fast. I think it goes like Mach 4 or Mach 5.
Mach 3 or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't know how the Machs go. Is it higher? The higher up?
Well, I know faster? the B-2 bomber is supposed to be faster than the stealth, but the stealth, the higher the Mach number, the faster they go.
Oh, okay. Adam said, I'm talking bullshit. It was a report coming out of New Jersey. They should be getting sick just walking out the front door of their house.
Especially New Jersey, because, have you been to New Jersey? It looked like a
Man,
war zone without a drone being over there.
man.
Ain't nothing pretty about Jersey. I don't know. There might be some nice spots out that way, but
Just not the spots we was in.
when we went down there, boy, man,
it was rough.
I was over there making a bow and arrow out of a tree just in case somebody got the tripping. You know what I'm saying?
It was rough. Chris says, here's the thing about drones. People are seeing lights in the sky. If I were going to attack something, I'm not going to show lights where I can be seen. I mean, well, you know, sometimes you could attack people right in front of their
Jordan
face.
said Mach 4 is 3,000 miles an hour. That's fast. Yeah. No wonder why they wear those man suits and those big helmets with the air in it and all that, with the oxygen.
And
mask.
even have you seen them sometime where they
look like Darth Vader? Yeah. They look like Darth Maul or something.
Chris says Metro got drones. Hell, they even got a damn drone dog. It was on the news recently.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they trying out
those
the
robots.
New dogs. Yeah, those, pretty soon, man, you ain't gonna be able to get away from nothing.
You can't now, to be honest with you. When they want to, if they really want to get you on anything, as long as you got any type of real technology in your house, they could tap into anything.
Well, they ain't catch old boy until he decided to show up at a Popeyes and with some fake money.
Which one?
The dude that unalived the
CEO dude.
Yeah. He showed up with the Monopoly money and then somebody told on him. He should have just got up out of there.
Man, that whole situation is crazy because I'm still trying to dibble a little bit deeper into that.
And then what's crazy is about that dude is his parents had money.
They were saying that the treatment, it was more about the treatment of what was happening.
But they had the money to get the treatments. Like they wasn't broke, they was well off. So I don't know what he was tripping for. I guess as the case unravels, we'll find out what really happened. But you know, stuff is crazy out there, man.
Yeah, I mean, because you got a lot of people who are rooting for this guy all of a sudden, which means this was some sort of political stance that he took. Is what I'm taking from it.
Adam says it's a real report, but he's not confident
they're getting sick from the drones. Yeah, you know, we're gonna find out. He says, what do you guys think about plinking those drones off? So I was looking up earlier.
Somebody was shooting at him on Facebook or something like that. I seen somebody shooting AK-47 at one.
Well, did you for real?
Yeah. And he was letting off too. He was dumping, but it was so far away that the bullets kept diving a certain way.
So he done killed somebody and don't even know what's done happened.
Hopefully he ain't hit nobody, you know what I'm saying? But it was out in the woods though. So
here's the thing. There is legalities that come with that. And here what some of those legalities are. I just was kind of reading that a little bit. I didn't get into detail as far as, state to state. But what you have to understand is no matter if it's even you shooting at someone or something because it's a threat to your life, you're responsible if it hits something that you're not having, that it's not the intended target and that person or whatever perishes. So the legalities that come with that, yeah, you can go ahead and try to do that, but you got to be careful with that because what goes up must come down, and you got to just be cognizant, like get a BB gun or some shit. You know what I mean? Like let's be real.
Be out there with a slingshot.
Yeah, for real. Chris says, yes, that's the thing about a lot of these radicals running around in recent years. These aren't poor people. These are rich white kids from wealthy families pulling their bullshit. Yeah, but like I say, sometimes it don't necessarily be bullshit. Like they be legitimately fighting for a cause.
I don't know what that dude was fighting for because for what they originally said.
Darian in the building.
He hit the dude for ain't what was really going on. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We got to kind of dig a little bit deeper into it because I'm not sure what the hell's happening either.
Yeah, I watched Lioness on Paramount Plus. That's a good show. I watched the whole thing. I wonder did they have some new episodes come out yet? Because that's a pretty good show.
He said it's the closest to the U.S.'s Dirty Work. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, for sure.
Was that the show you and I were supposed to watch together, but we ended up not watching it and we watched something else?
I don't know. I think that's it ain't the whispering chick, but it's the other chick.
Right. Yeah. And we were supposed to watch it.
Colombiana chick. I can't remember her name.
Okay. I think I know who you're talking about. So you watched it without me.
Yeah, I watched it. It was good. I'd watch it again. I missed some stuff.
He always do that. Chris says, I'm interested in technology that can bring a drone down, not necessarily a gun, but something electronic. I'm sure people are working on it.
Yeah, they working on it. They probably already got it, bro. The military probably already got it. You know, they got weapons that we ain't even seen yet.
Yeah.
So I mean, and a rail gun will take that thing down. You know, a rail gun, they can use thousands and thousands of miles.
Chris says, there's an asshole in my area that's been flying a drone around for the past few years. I don't dig it. My backyard is my business. And I'm running around naked in my backyard with some naked bitches in it's my business. I got into it with the neighbor that's peeping over my wall. I'm not having it.
We used to have a neighbor like that just to look over our wall.
Let me tell you something. So this chick,
don't tell her what we said. This is part of vision.
Okay.
Yeah, just say we
I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Sometimes you gotta pull my coattail. Can't say what I said. But so what's up, Miko? Miko in the building. Patrick McGinnis is in the building. Zoe Saldana, yes. Saldana. So last house we were in, the kids, we had a dog. And the kids,
we didn't have a dog, we had the dog.
Okay.
Sasha was a good dog.
No, not her. That was before Sasha. This was when we had Dusty.
Oh yeah, that dog was raggedy.
He was not.
He deserved to get looked over the wall.
Oh my God. So anywho, fast forward, my kids was there and I told them at the time, I was like, hey, make sure you put them in the house because it was getting hot outside. So the neighbor was peeping over my wall and basically told my kids, Miko said, who, Prince? Nah, this is before
40 days and 40 nights.
That's a whole nother story. Miko, you stupid for that. Yeah. You stupid for that. You should come on live. You should come on. Let me hold on. Let me put the shit in the chat because Miko, you should come in and tell that story. Like for real. That was a good story. Fast forward, this lady basically poked her head over and yelled at my kids and was like, you need to put the dog in the house. I'm going to call 911 on you. It's hot outside. You're going to kill the dog and blah, 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 blah. Right? What she failed to understand that they were in the process of getting ready to do that anyway, but it ain't her business. So I came home and I had some choice words for her. And
some words that we can't say over
on Pot of Vision. Because I don't want ain't no type of incrimination over here.
Some people.
Yeah, didn't video get flagged, all kind of stupid shit.
Crazy,
But anyway,
that's all I got.
I had some stuff for her. And later on in life, I peed on her wall.
Oh, like, damn. You had to say that. Like,
what? What?
Nothing happened, y'all. Nothing happened. Oh man.
Wait. George said, what's the name of the dog that got dropped off in the desert?
George, man, you trying to incriminate us. What's wrong with y'all? That dog was Rabbit.
No way.
That dog was Cujo.
Wait. Chris said
we had to let that dog go.
Oh, it's very simple, Chris. I was inebriated and I thought about what the woman had did and it pissed me off. I was outside. I was talking to I think Kiss was outside with me and it was you and maybe JB. We was outside and they was about to leave or whatever. And I just kind of looked at her wall and I was like, you know what? And I went over there and just did my thing. And
like I said, man, there's some crazy people out there in the world.
Hey, but you know what? Later on, she offered to wash my car.
Like I said, y'all,
shout out to the neighbor.
There's some crazy people out there in the world. Y'all be careful. You might get raindropped on.
He said, pissed on the wall. What was that? He said, on her side of the property? Yes, on her side of the property.
Yeah, it's cold.
Yeah, like that's what she deserved.
That's cold.
Like, listen. You came at my kids sideways instead of just saying, hey, I'll talk to your parents when they get home or whatever. Like, we're talking, this was back in like 2013. My kids were little. You know what I mean? So it's like, you don't come at children the way she came at my kids. I just didn't appreciate it. And you waited for their parents to leave.
That's cold, I mean? Y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all be safe out there. That's all I got to say. Thank y'all for chiming in. Y'all be safe out there. People crazy, bruh. People
Chris,
crazy.
Chris said, laugh out loud. I'm going to leave it alone. All I can say is any woman that can pee on someone's wall has some good skills.
No, that is called crazy skills. Craziness.
He said, how'd you do that?
No, hold on. Let me take the time out to thank the people that hit us with a like. Veronica, thank you for the like. Adam LaRosa, thank you for the like.
La Rosa.
Chris Thiesgen, thank you for the like. And Mr. Patrick McGinnis, thank you for the like. I appreciate y'all for hitting us up with the like, man. Make sure y'all tell a homie, tell a friend, tell your mama, tell your cousin, tell somebody about the show. And remember, in January, y'all, Facebook is only getting 10 minutes of our time. So all you will see is 10 minutes on Facebook, and then we're going to be shutting them off, and y'all going to have to hit us up where we're going to be living at, and that's on YouTube. So if you want to watch the rest of the show, or if you're interested, you need to move over to YouTube, hit us up, and chime on in.
And if you don't know, now you know. And all you do is type in The Ham Show on YouTube, and we'll pop right on up.
What did he say about what Adam
Miko said, what about my like?
What like? I didn't see it.
It might be because it's on YouTube.
Tiffany Ward just came up, and then
shout out to Tiff.
I don't see Miko's like.
We might not can see it on here because it's on YouTube.
No, I see
YouTube?
Yeah, it should be able to.
Miko says she don't appreciate that. She about to go in.
Let me refresh.
What up, Tiff? Tiff is in the building.
Let me refresh and see if
he got to refresh. I don't know what's happening over there, but he gonna get to it if it pops up. And sometimes it might pop up a little slow.
Well, Miko, thank you for the like. It ain't showing, but thank you for the like. Let me see if it showed up now. Hold on.
Chris said, I'm trying to find y'all on YouTube. I told you, Chris, it's The Ham Show.
Put the link
Love
on
you
there,
too,
baby.
Tiff. Love you too.
Put the link on there.
Oh man, let me go grab it real quick. I just put The Hams.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All you do is type in The Ham Show.
The Ham Show. It's gonna bring up a bunch of people cooking hams at first.
You just gotta scroll a little bit.
As soon as you lock on in, it'll have the here.
The Ham Show.
Let me pull it up. I'll pull it up and put it in there.
Thanks, Tiff. Tiff just shared the video. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. That's the type of support that it takes a community. I don't want y'all to be acting like you know us later on. Like, yeah, I remember y'all. Shut up. Ride with me now, not later.
You did y'all with the thing.
While he's looking for that though, we figure out what these orbs are and if we can shoot at them later on, I guess. So he said, y'all ready? Adam says, y'all ready for CES? I'm gonna be honest with you, Adam. No. And yes and no.
It don't matter to me, Adam. I work in the warehouse. So
yes and no. Couple reasons why. Chris says, okay, I'm here with you, YouTube. We see you, Chris.
Yeah.
He says, yes. I say yes and no, and this is why. Right now, okay, Adam will be out here between January the 2nd and the 5th.
Well, come holler at us. That's the link, y'all. If y'all don't know what's up, that's the link. I just put it. That's the direct link right there.
Yeah. It's not even supposed to say that, but I don't know. Yeah. Hey, Christine. Christine is in the building.
Christine, what's up? What's up?
A part of me is ready for CES because, it's cool. It's a lot of money to be made, blah, 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 blah. But, when that season pick up, man, I had to actually legitimately take the rest of December off because I'm in the process of assisting my daughter with her relocation. And so, just been helping her with that over the last month, really. And she's been able to been, more stress-free because of it. So I have to take some time from work so I can be functioning and be stress-free. So it's been kind of, it's been good for me because I get to hang out with the kids and do more. Like I said, we just got back from California yesterday from driving around looking at places. So no, I'm not really ready for CES. I can care less at this point. But, when it come, I know that it's kick-ass time and it's a lot of house projects that we gonna do and a vehicle that needs to be paid off and some more stuff. So I'm gonna be like, hooray.
I put the link in there twice, Tiffany. So it's in the link is in the chat. So if you want to check that out, the link is in the chat.
Oh yeah, Chris, you talking about being a Teamster. He says, I miss working with all the chicks. In my world, it's rare to work with women. Yeah, because Teamster women are definitely different too. And then, where you work, Chris, it's again, it's hard to have that feel. Uh-oh, somebody trying to go. Let us know when you're trying to come on in that thing, Miko. Let us know.
Who is that?
That's Miko crazy ass. Oh Lord. Look, you can come in, just hit us with a 1 in the chat when you're ready to come on in and tell us what you want to talk about. Miko, she gonna have to say, she gonna end up saying some crazy shit, y'all. Yeah, she gonna say some crazy shit.
Y'all be careful. Crazy people out there in the world. I just want to let you know, it ain't me. It ain't me.
He said, when I worked the shows, it was almost like when I was in high school. That's kind of how it felt. Yeah, it still feels like that, bro. It still feels like that.
There goes the link again, y'all. Right there.
There it is. There it is. That's the one you want right there. What's up, Mary? Mary's in the building.
What's up?
Happy holidays.
If you haven't subscribed to YouTube, please do, because at the end of this month, we will be doing short-only broadcasts to Facebook. Facebook will only get 10-minute shorts. So good luck to y'all. It was fun.
You know where to find us.
It was fun. And the link is in the chat if you haven't, moseyed on over. If you haven't moseyed on over to YouTube, you need to go ahead and do that before the end of the month, because we're going to be out of here.
And it's the Ham Show. Migo, let us know what you're trying to do. Oh, you got us in a private chat. Oh, you ready? She said, oh, bring her in. All right, we finna do it right now.
Miko said, add me.
Okay, say less. We're going to put you right on up there.
Here go. Where's she at? Where the face at? We don't see no face.
Yeah, welcome to the show.
No face.
Turn it up so I can hear what the knuckleheads.
We can hear you.
Okay, it's my first time on this shit now.
What's going on, girl?
Welcome to the show.
What y'all talking about? Y'all talking about these drones and shit?
Yeah, we talking about a little bit of everything. What you want to talk about?
It's open
these
forum.
drones.
Oh, okay. What's up? You found one above your neighborhood over there?
I did. I sent the picture to trash already.
Why you ain't shoot them?
Well, shit ain't. You ain't having me going no damn jail shooting at no damn orbs and drones and shit.
Girl, all you had to do is pull out the slingshot and hit them with a marble.
Right.
First of all, they need to tell me what the hell it is. It might be Jesus on the main line. I don't know what it is.
Jesus ain't coming on no drones.
See, my thing is this. No, but I mean, right?
He gonna ride in on a drone. Come on now, let's be serious.
It ain't no. It's. I don't know what he gonna ride in on.
Yeah,
it's 2024.
If he can walk on water, what he riding on a drone for? That's what I don't understand.
He said he on the new shit. Y'all don't know nothing about this.
He on a hoverboard and
he got some drone Jesus shoes on.
He got on some Air Max Nights and shit.
Chris said, Miko, get your first confirmed kill. And then
Red Ryder BB gun. Yeah, you're gonna shoot your eye out. You're gonna shoot your eye out.
Nah, I think it's some shit going on as usual, or it's that let's give them this so they don't see what we're doing over here type thing too.
Yeah, I think it's smoke and mirrors, smoke and mirrors, mother shit.
I mean, if it was serious, you would have heard noise. The Air Force would have been over there blasting stuff. You would have heard. It would have been some big stuff going on.
See, I got a problem with. This is what I got a problem with. We don't even know what the fuck it is. We don't know what's going on, but then we just ready to open fire on it. Like Miko said, it could be friendly.
It ain't nothing yet. If it was some real trouble, the Air Force would have been on them already.
You're right. Absolutely right.
Mary says
that's why I think it's some bullshit.
Mary says they had several floating around Portland, Oregon. So they is on the West Coast now.
They play some good soccer over there in Portland.
They've been over here. They in Arizona. They out here. I took pictures on my own damn front door.
Darian said it's called minimizing collateral damage. Adam says it's if it's smoke screens, all the more reason we all should be plinking.
Yeah.
I love how Adam puts that out there. You know what I'm saying? But and again, like I said, for the the legality purposes, it's just make sure that you have the right rounds with the right grainage so that it doesn't penetrate anything other than the intended target. And you should be fine.
I ain't shooting shit.
Chris said he think it's just kids messing around. Okay, but Chris, we talking about this shit started on the East Coast. It was
He
in
think
New
it's kids
Jersey.
messing around. Chris, stop talking. You don't watch this shit like that. Stop that.
Hey, it's pretty much in several states. So I mean, I mean, unless they got
a kid
conglomeration,
kid
coalition of drones
that we don't know nothing about. I mean, we talking. It started on the East Coast. Now we're here in Portland, Oregon. We have Vegas. We've had like,
but it's in other countries also. They've been showing it in Mexico. They've been showing it in Dubai.
I didn't know that.
I watch the news too much. I need to get up off this shit.
No,
but it's all over the place.
No grains in them BBs.
And don't miss you. And
just
don't
pump
miss
the hell out of them. Yeah, you gotta pump over 10 times to get that one good shot. You know what I'm saying? Arms be tired by the time you hit the third bullet.
Right.
Did you say Mary was on the line? Tell Mary I said hey.
Earlier.
Yeah, she in there. She can.
Hey, my big booty white girl. That's my girl.
Darian says, I think they're trying to bring these drones into the slave and into the slavery back.
Oh, well, here we go.
See, that's where it gets interesting.
Hey, I just want to let y'all know.
How would you use the drones for slavery, though?
I just want to let y'all know that I still ain't got my $20. So I mean, I ain't said nothing.
Was it 20 or 25?
$20. I ain't said nothing the last couple of weeks, but I'm just saying, man, I still ain't got paid for my bet that I put out there. I still ain't get my $20. I just want to let y'all know.
Still ain't. We looking for Reggie. Chris said, well, hey, it's a trend and it's Christmas time. Black Friday sales. Kids getting drones for presents.
Black Friday. They didn't went on Cyber Monday and got the hookup on the drones.
He said, I got my news from the Onion, the View, and the Shit House wall at work. Yep, I believe every damn bit of it.
I believe it too. That's what it sounded like. Exactly what it sounded like.
Everybody was on Temu ordering up all the drones.
This drone coalition. It's an evolution of dronage. Adam says, Sean's picking up what I'm putting down. He said, Darian says, he says, are you going to use the drones? Wait, why is it not popping up?
Drums
are you going to use the drums for surveillance to monitor our movements? The drones, he's supposed to say.
Yeah.
Well, they've been doing that.
They've been doing
that.
They've been doing that.
Yeah. They've been doing that. Tiffany has a question. She says, I got a question. What are your thoughts about homie hookups when it comes to business owners? How much is too much for your friends and family?
Ain't no homie
hookup. I don't believe in that.
Ain't no homie
hookup for what? Hold on.
No. If they your homie,
they gonna support you.
They should support you and pay the full price.
Yeah. Your business is your business. You set it up for whatever you want.
Don't nobody open a business to give out discounts on when you open your business.
Businesses are
struggling right now.
In business to do what?
To make money. Yeah.
They're in businesses to make money. So ain't no homie hookup. So that's what I tell people. Like, have I mentioned a family and friends discount when giving a discount? I give you a discount based on the business that you bring me. So if you're going to bring me more business, then I'll give you a discount on that.
Yeah, if we're going to do some affiliate marketing, then that's different.
We can talk about it.
But I mean, come on now, y'all. Come on now, y'all. If that's your family or your friend, you're supposed to go over there and turn up. You ain't supposed to be asking for the hookup. That's crazy.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Like, I'm glad you actually brought that question up, because so many people think, oh, my such and such is running a business now. I'm about to get a discount because I'm gonna go get the hookup. Because how many people, because their mama was working at the movie theater, you get to go watch the movies for free. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to the people that I got hookups from, but I didn't go out of my way and say, hey, give me a hookup because you work over here or because that's your business. Oh, you a hairstylist? Oh, well, bitch, charge me for, what a family and friend price.
Yeah, you're right, Adam. I should be charging interest, but I'm not like that, man. I'm just like just pay me what you owe, man.
That's it.
If I would have lost, I would have paid what I owe
immediately.
I would have paid it. It wouldn't even have been a question. I would have just paid it and then took my L. That's how it would have been. And I would have paid it right in front of everybody. I'd have said, here's my money. I would have showed you $20 and then I would have cashed the actual money to them because, I'm not just going to hand them $20,
Yeah, right there on the spot.
So, baby.
I was showing.
And congratulations. I heard you're married. I missed that, girl. Congratulations, Mary.
Ah. Adam says
Patrick said Temu drones is
like 3 inches by 3 inches.
She ain't never lied. They be lying.
Pat, you ain't seen them new ones.
You buy a couch on Temu, it look like a Barbie house couch.
Adam said, "Is homie hookup the same as veteran discount?" It is not.
It's AARP.
It is not, because we do give discounts for those things. But yes, oh no, ain't no homie hookup. Like
Darian said, that's only in the black community where they give homie hookups.
Right.
They shouldn't be giving up no hookups.
And that's the problem, because here's my thing. Here's what pisses me off, right? Because we've run into it ourselves. A business owner, black-owned business, you start, having black patrons, and the first thing out their mouth, or they want to be late, they want to be unprofessional.
Yeah, they don't want to be on time. They don't want to have the place not clean.
They want to ask,
shit, though. That's
basically
something else right there.
And then, but if we were white
or something else,
or anything other than, they wouldn't do that.
Yeah, they be in there. Let me get that for you, sir.
Right, type shit.
Yeah,
type shit for real. So ain't no.
I don't think I give homie love. So when I do hair, I just give a price to people I fuck with personally. I just give them a regular nice little price. I don't call it homie love. It's just I'm not gonna charge them my full rate.
Well,
but
if you beating the market, like no, when they be asking for a hookup, they be asking for like something for nothing. Basically,
that's why I get my price out. You can't tell me what you gonna pay me.
Right, man.
Yeah,
like they don't be noble with the price that they want to pay.
Mary says family and friends should bring you business, not take from your wallet.
Right.
Can we say that for the people in the back?
Amen.
Because
and in the front, shit.
Even like support. Let me tell you something. I just told my kids, and I'm gonna say this shit on live on Potavision. I just told my kids the other day, I know what support really looks like based on how they support me and my other stuff that I do. Because it's my it's people that know my music that don't even know me before I meet them. They're like, "Oh, I heard this, I seen that," and I'm like, "How?" And who are you?
Adam over there calling your ass out.
What happened?
Who called you out?
What you say?
Drop the phone? A drone hit your phone out your hand.
That orb done got her ass. Wait, before I get to Adam, Darian says, that the swap meet, there ain't no blacks. They have the Mexicans in there and making sure nobody don't get no discount. But what if the Mexicans give me the Mexican discount? Hey, orderly.
Hey, I applaud the Mexicans for doing what they doing. Like if anybody out there doing taking care of business and doing their hustle, I appreciate you.
I'm a support.
He said, "I'm waving the bullshit flag, treasure." He said, "Melatonin has nothing to do with sloppy ass troll people." Well, I'm just telling you based on my experiences with my own people. You know what I'm saying? I've seen that.
Yeah, he on your head.
I've seen that more with my people. That's like because we're cool or we know each other or we're the same color. It's like, oh, can I get a hookup? Can I get a discount? And I'm like, you wouldn't ask me that if I was somebody else.
Nick Newton,
and that's what pisses me off. Nick Newton in the building, 631.
Wendell West, thank you for the like.
Yes.
Darian,
Wendell.
thank you for the like.
We appreciate
Who is all these people? Where they at anyway? Where y'all see these people at? I don't see none of these damn. Where they at?
We can see them on our end when they hit us with a like. We can see.
We can see what you guys can't see.
Yeah.
So Tiffany says, "We can't see your face, though, Miko."
Yeah, we can see your face. You ain't supposed
to see my face.
All right, then. We're just making sure.
I'm in my chill mode.
We just want to make sure.
Took your face off. That's what.
Face off, my nigga. Face off.
Face off.
Even though I got a lovely face, don't get it twisted, y'all. And those in the back that know me know I got a pretty face now.
Hey, no, for sure. That's why I wanted you to show it.
I'm just saying, they say a big B on the front on our end.
You know what that B stand for?
BBL Mizzy.
Yeah. So what Tiffany says?
Tiffany says it frustrates me when I do provide a discount for people I'm close with, and they want all of my services.
That ain't how it works.
Yeah, at all.
Yeah, that's that bullshit.
She says, or even give them advice on how to do it themselves. They want me to do it for them. Like I'm not running a business. I'm paying clients my paying clients are a priority.
Absolutely.
Right. And so, and that's the thing, like, if I am going to do something for you, right, just, out of love, the strength, or whatever, respect that and know that if something comes up with a paying gig, a paying customer, your ass just went on the back burner.
Right.
Like, you don't come before somebody who's paying me for the same, you know what I'm saying? Tiffany said, "Hey, Miko." She said, "Yes,
hey,
Miko is
baby.
beautiful." You about to have people on here trying to see her now, for
Darian
real.
on YouTube now.
We see you, Darian.
Tiffany,
Congratulations.
what happened to you? Why you ain't switch over to YouTube, love? What's going
come
on?
over to YouTube so I can see y'all. I can't see no damn body. I don't see nobody in the chat or nothing. But that's okay.
Right.
Where y'all at on Facebook?
They on Facebook.
Most of them
on
is
that
on
old
Facebook.
people shit. Y'all need to get what the fuck?
She's on that old people shit. Chris says, "I don't know anyone that knows you well is going to want shit for free." And that's the thing. Like, they find out real quick.
That's exactly right, Chris, because I don't have no friends like that. So
Miko, Tiffany said, "Hey."
I know I spoke to her. Hey, baby, how you doing?
Chris says, "I don't know. I usually give my services away anyways. I like to be helpful. There again, I don't consider myself a business, though." Right.
Chris,
So
I got a fan you can put up. Can you come over here and hook me up, my nigga? Like, for real, though. Since we offering our services.
Let me tell you something. Chris love him some black woman, Miko. You better be careful.
Chris know how to do that work.
Yeah, he ain't bullshit. Chris he gonna hook you up.
Oh, Lord.
Look, he says, "What services are we talking about?"
I just said a fan. Ain't nobody talking about no other you know what? These your friends. He must be a Teamster,
Look, Darian said, "Let me see your face. Let me be the judge of that." I told you. I said, Tiffany gonna have him out here trying to see what you look like now.
Don't start no stuff, Darian.
Go on and throw up one of them church pics for us.
Right. Hey, Isis. Isis has landed. She must have landed.
Isis. Hey,
What's up,
I see my baby.
What's up?
She over there. Look, Chris says operating engineer much worse than a Teamster.
Yeah.
Y'all Teamsters is something else, honey. Especially local 631. Oh my God!
Don't be banging on us.
Don't start that.
Don't banging on us.
Don't start that shit.
Yeah,
terrible.
Don't be talking about us.
Y'all know y'all something else.
Wait, look. Adam said, "Yep, old people shit. Waiting for Facebook to go the way of MySpace. It's on its way.
It needs to be.
It's on its
Facebook
way.
is on its way. And if you haven't gone and switched over, the link is in the chat. I'm gonna put it in there again. I'm trying to help y'all out.
Do it again, y'all.
I'm trying to help y'all out.
The Ham Show. The Hams Show on YouTube.
Let me put it in there again.
Whoop, there it is. I thought you knew. Yep, that's it right there. Look, Tiffany said, "I'm here. Let's go." She like, "Let's go. We want to see Miko. We got people coming over there."
Yep.
Darian said, "If you don't start nothing, won't be nothing."
Yeah.
Y'all crazy. Miko, what happened to your ass? What, you done muted yourself? She done over there and got a phone call.
She dropped the phone. That's what happened.
She got a phone call.
An alien jumped out the drone and slapped the phone out her hand and started giggling and ran off.
And jumped back in the orb.
Yeah,
he's just
like,
hovering.
He laughed like Daffy Duck on the way out.
Tiffany says, "Subscribe. Appreciate you, sis."
Thank you, sis.
Shout out to the new subscribers in the building.
Thank y'all for moving on over to YouTube.
Adam says he don't get alerts for YouTube. That's because you got to subscribe, Adam.
And you got to press the little bell thing, man.
When we come on, it'll alert you.
Yeah.
It'll ring, ling, ling, ling.
I'm going to have to do a commercial or something so y'all know how to press the bell on the thing, man.
Right. Look, Tiffany says, "Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a live." Thank you for the support. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right
And
there.
that was free. She didn't, you know what I'm saying?
She ain't right.
Right.
I feel like I need an invoice, though.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
We need to go on and
Look
send
at
us
that.
an invoice for that.
We got you on that.
Yeah.
But, going back to what I was saying.
on that, too.
Isn't it pretty?
Her pick is nice.
Isn't it pretty, though?
You did a good job on that pick.
Chris said, "What is everyone selling? What services I might be buying?" It depends, Chris. I got so much stuff that I can do. Sean got so much stuff that he can do. We got stuff that we can do we didn't know we could do.
Yeah, for sure. And we're still learning.
Yeah. And then we'd be like, damn, I ain't know I could do that. And so I think what it comes down to is that
Honey KO in the building.
Oh shit. Hey, more. I think what it comes down to, she said, "No, that's all love. Y'all deserve it. We appreciate you, mama. We appreciate you for sure."
More, we put the link in the chat for YouTube. So if you ain't hit up YouTube, go ahead and
do your thug
thizzle.
Yeah.
Oh, and Adam, we'll we'll be broadcasting the first 10 minutes of the show on Facebook, so you know that we on. And then after that, we cutting Facebook off and we going directly to YouTube. So at least you'll know Facebook will chime in and tell you. And then you could just say, oh, they on Facebook. We can go ahead and hit up YouTube.
Wait, Darian said the CIA is over there taking the phone.
Yeah, they over
She
there.
said, "No, StreamYard kicked me out."
StreamYard kicked her out because she had the orb on a picture. They was like, "No, you can't be taking no pictures."
They said this is not a real person.
Yeah.
Yep, this is not a real person. That's hilarious. Hey, listen, I got something I want to get into real quick. I'm lying. I'm just lying, trying to get attention again. No, but seriously, I actually do. Did anybody know about this? Because you sent me the video. This Brandon Durham situation here in Vegas. Anybody know anything about that?
I don't remember this video.
Yeah, it happened here in Las Vegas where
What'd he do?
He called the police because the lady that he engaged with came over, did some weird shit.
Yeah.
Was
at first they thought it was a dude.
Right.
They thought he was with a dude.
Right.
But he had somebody in his garage roofied up. Right?
Who, Brandon did?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, later came out. I think I sent that video too. Later it came out he had somebody roofied up behind the couch. And while he got shot and killed, they found her as they were doing the investigation of the house.
Wow.
So he was on some weird stuff, period.
Wow.
Yeah. He didn't deserve to die, but he did deserve to go to jail. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, Amor said she paused her typing to hear what she was going to say. Chris said, "Who's Brandon Durham?" We're going to get into it. We're going to
show y'all the video.
First,
let
me give Tiffany her shout out. So Tiffany Ward she owns her own HR consulting firm because you guys asked, Chris asked. She provides HR outsourcing services, staff training, and leadership development. So if you want to know, hit Tiffany up.
And then she said, "Add Chris T." So she was talking directly to Chris.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go, Chris.
There you know. He said, "Oh, okay, Tiffany, I don't have any needs for that, but it's good to know."
So if you need any HR management for, putting up the walls and stuff in your house.
Yeah, because you want to make sure you ain't going against
you got to be on the right timelines and all that stuff.
Go.
You know what I'm saying? Call her up and she'll manage your stuff over there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Darren, yeah, just hit her up, man. Hit her up whenever you're ready. She got you.
We about to play the video in a minute, Darian.
Isa said her phone for the die, but she'll be back. Oh, she said, "Oh my God," hearing about the situation. No, we love you too, sis. So yeah, we're gonna get into it real quick, and I'm just gonna this first video I'm gonna play is this doctor who was kind of analyzing what was going on in the video. We're not going to play the full video, but just to give you an outlook of what happened, we'll give you the first couple minutes of the video.
Don't forget to put who the video's from and all that stuff so we can have
fair
use.
Will.
And this is a fair use video. We will be talking about what's going on in this video and what happened in Las Vegas. Y'all tune in.
All right. So let's get into it real quick when I find my play button.
Brandon Durham was born in 1981 and lived in Las Vegas, Nevada. He worked as a real estate agent and lived in a 1,200 square foot two-bedroom house on Wine River Drive. Brandon maintained multiple romantic relationships. One of his casual sexual partners was a woman named Alejandra Boudreaux. She was from Seattle, Washington. The pair met on a dating app sometime around October 2024. Now moving to the timeline of the crime. On Tuesday, November 12, 2024, at 12:40 a.m., 43-year-old Brandon Durham called 911. He told the operator that two people were outside his house, shooting into his house and trying to gain entry. Brandon was in his house with his 15-year-old daughter, Isabella. Later, a police report indicated that one other person was in the house, a woman who has not been identified. I'll talk more about her story in my analysis. As the 911 call continued, Brandon said the perpetrators entered his house through the front and back doors. In response, he was locking himself in the bathroom. 3 patrol officers arrived at Brandon's house. One of them was a 26-year-old officer named Alexander Bookman. The officers noticed that there were vehicles in the driveway which had been damaged, and there was damage to multiple windows of the house. They heard screaming and banging coming from inside the house. Officer Bookman kicked in the front door and made entry. He walked down an L-shaped hallway. The officer was holding his service pistol, a Glock 17, chambered in 9mm Luger. As the officer turned left down the hallway, he encountered Brandon and Brandon's 31-year-old casual sexual partner, Alejandra Boudreaux. There's no reason to believe the officer knew who these people were, like he probably didn't know that Brandon was the one who called 911. Brandon and Alejandra appeared to be involved in a physical confrontation as they were standing in the doorway of the bedroom. They were struggling over a knife. Both of them had their hands on the knife, which was behind Alejandra, being pushed against the doorframe by Brandon. Officer Bookman gave verbal commands to drop the knife. Less than 2 seconds after issuing the first command, he discharged his service weapon one time, striking Brandon in the head. This caused both Brandon and Alejandra to fall to the floor. As they fell, they both let go of the knife. The officer then advanced toward them and fired at Brandon 5 more times. So he shot.
So this is what I'm having a hard time with, despite who was in the garage.
They didn't know that somebody was in the garage at this particular point.
I understand. Yeah. I understand. But I'm saying that for, other people.
Right.
What's interesting to me is that when he was shot and they both fell and the knife fell, why would you walk up to him and then shoot him 5 more times?
Yeah, he executed him.
Right.
Though the shot was to the head already, the first shot was to his head.
Right.
So we didn't know if he was going to live or not, but he turned around and put 5 in him with no weapon in his hand and not a threat to anybody.
Right.
So,
and not knowing the situation.
And then what was crazy to me too is that he chose to shoot the guy and not the girl.
That was going to be my next thing.
Who who to shoot? Why he didn't pull his taser and just put them both down?
Right. So that was my question too, because first and foremost, I find it interesting when you find 2 people struggling. We're going to go ahead and bring Miko back. You find 2 people struggling, right? And you don't ask any questions. You don't ask anybody to do anything. Or what he did or not. Well, I didn't hear it.
Right.
But you open fire on the male first. And you executed him.
Yeah, he executed. Not only did he shoot him one time, when he shot him, they dropped the knife and he fell.
Right.
Right.
They both fell.
Right.
And then he walked up to him and shot him 5 more times.
So that means he just picked whoever he wanted to pick and then shooted him.
And
shot him.
And let's go back to it, because let's go back to it. Let's finish hearing a little bit more. The only reason I want to hear a little bit more is I want to see what happens.
The person who called for help. The police rendered medical assistance to Brandon, but he died at the scene. Alejandra was arrested. She told the officer that he shot the wrong person. Mm-hmm. As the police were taking her out of the house, Alejandra told Brandon's daughter, Isabella, quote, "I was doing the community a favor, including you," unquote. Alejandra was charged with 4 offenses, including performance of act in willful or wanton disregard of safety of persons resulting in death, and home invasion with a deadly weapon. Even though Brandon referred to a firearm during his 911 call, the alleged perpetrator, Alejandra, did not have a firearm. Rather, she retrieved 2 knives from Brandon's kitchen. At the time I'm making this video, the officer who killed Brandon is on paid administrative leave as the investigation into the incident continues.
So, I mean, once again, they on the paid administrative leave as usual.
Well, that's just that's police protocol. But what it really needs to come down to is when he go to court and they do an investigation, that they need to put him in the jail for executing that man or finishing the job with whatever that was.
Yeah,
I don't even know what to call that.
Okay, because again, you come in the house, right? You come in the house, you see these 2 tussling around with this knife. They're both tussling with the knife. You see that there's damage to the vehicles outside, because that's a part of the video that you guys didn't see. But when he got there was damage to 2 vehicles outside. As he got in the house, there was damage to like bricks were thrown through a window. So and you hear yelling and bumping around. So you obviously know that there's a tussle. When you get there and you see that this is two people both fighting over this knife and they're fighting each other, it's not you. Why wouldn't you just tase one of them?
Just tase them both.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Just tase them both. Somebody would stand down, you know what I'm saying? And that'll give you time to shoot the other one if they try to stab somebody, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it was almost like the officer didn't even use his brain. He just came in there ready to throw down like he was Wyatt or whatever. And he needs to pay for that.
But see, and that's the thing. So like A. Burns said he thought he was being a hero, Sean. Doesn't make it right, but most likely that's what it was. But there's the thing, you don't know who made the call.
Thinking without discretion is not thinking.
Especially if they're telling you.
And police are paid and trained to think and have discretion. If you can't do that, you need to be fired.
Yep.
Right.
If you can't have discretion, or if you are scared police officer, you have no business being a police officer and you need to be fired.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And he was wearing his body cam. Yes, he was wearing his body cam, Darian.
It was his body cam that we saw the video from.
And so Chris says there's more to this story. That's not the first time officers were at the house. And that's what
there was two different officers the day before. They showed up for a domestic violence incident. They talked to the guy, but they didn't note in their reports that they had previously been there, and the cops that were there, the dispatcher didn't tell them that there was basically it's a lot of people that need to be fired.
It's the same situation where they shot the lady in the kitchen with the water. They didn't tell them that there was multiple reports coming from this house, so there was issues that she was mentally ill, that sort of thing.
Right.
So this wasn't even said. You need to if I'm dispatch and he's showing up, I'm gonna give him as much information as I possibly can.
I'm gonna say, by the way, officer such and such, and whoever was over there yesterday, this is what's going on, and proceed with caution. The owner of the house looks like this. That, you know what I'm saying? The man was in his drawers.
Owns the house.
He was in his drawers. Obviously, he was chilling and sleeping until somebody came in there and tried to do something to him.
Well, for whatever they got going on,
right?
Don't make it.
Yeah, he has some freaky stuff going on.
Right.
But, I mean,
Benjamin, we don't know because we didn't get the audio. He asked
put it up so people can see what
Benjamin asked. Why was any direct given? Was any direction given?
Yeah, there was in the original. So that video was muted because when you put these type of videos on YouTube, any little thing they take off because they say it's too graphic. So the cop he yelled out to both of them, put the knife down. But I mean, if someone's trying to kill you, you're not going to let
them have the knife just because the cop is telling you to do it. And that's going to give them a chance to stab you.
Just the whole thing was just like the cop didn't use his discretion. It was just bad all the way around.
Mm-hmm. And so
I don't know even though why they come out with lethal force instead of using a taser. I just don't get that shit.
Pepper spray. That's what I'm saying. The force continuum.
He could have pepper sprayed them.
He could have pepper sprayed both of them.
Right.
The force continuum is a joke. It's a joke because it doesn't apply to them, right? It applies to everybody else, but they get to pull their weapon first. And why is your weapon your go-to? Like, seriously, Pat says.
Yeah, Pat, they already had all the information the day before. The two different police officers were there the day before. The problem is that dispatch did not relay who was the owner of the house or what was going on in that particular situation. It's a failure on the police department, period.
No, for sure. And like I say, you shot the man. They both dropped. You walked up to the man
and then put five more in.
More fucking
So
times.
He dropped the dude, the knife's on the floor, and then you walk up and then put 5 more in him.
That's an execution.
Come on now. Like
you can't justify that.
He shot him in his face.
Right.
Like
shot him in the head.
Why he ain't shoot him in the leg?
Why he shoot him torso shot?
Or in his elbow or whatever. He shot the man in his face and then turned around and put 5 more in him after he hit the ground.
Right. That's
like
bullshit.
that's overkill.
That's execution.
That's an execution.
Right.
We don't even know if he lived from the first shot. The dude put 5 in him afterwards.
Well, I know he stopped after the first shot for sure.
Right.
Shit.
And that's what I'm saying, because he dropped. So the moment that he dropped, the knife fell. Both of them fell. The knife fell. Nobody was no longer a threat at that point. Now you're supposed to administer first aid and everything else that comes with that. But you walk over and put 5 more.
I don't need police officers to be heroes. I need them to do their fucking job.
Who says that?
A. Burns said that a while ago, but
That's Adam.
Oh yeah, Adam just said it a while ago.
He said he called them over. That's the fundamental lesson from both of the mentioned instances. Stop calling the fucking cops domestic help and start handling your own business. Yep. 2 years of court or death.
We always say that. That's my motto.
Shit. Yeah.
That's the last person you call the police.
I call them after it's all said and done.
Yeah. And that's the thing too.
I'll call Treasure before I call the police. How about that?
I've had that happen.
Teresa Young, what's up now?
What's up, man? That's Auntie in the building. Chris said, what bothers me the most about this story is the presumption of guilt on the part of the man. It's bullshit. Women aren't fucking innocent. And that's the thing. That's what we were saying too. Why would you shoot him in the head when they both have their hands on this knife? Both of them. And you can clearly tell he's got her pinned, which means usually when a person is pinned, they came at you.
Right.
And that's the way if you are getting them off of you.
The officer did not use discretion
whatsoever.
He just came in there and was like, I'm shooting up everybody. It don't matter who's in front of me. They just get shot. They finna get
done. Darian says, yeah, they should have there should have been some kind of dialogue that was put in the previous day for the officers that are coming to,
especially if they're returning to the same place for any type of violence or domestic issue.
All day.
I would think that would be in a protocol, but motherfuckers don't do nothing they're supposed to do no more.
No, but that's the thing. And that was out here in Las Vegas, by the way.
It don't matter where it is. These police don't give a shit about protocol. They don't give a damn about life. And it's weird. And I'm not saying all cops. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying all of them. But when this shit happens right here, it's the same story all the time.
It's just it's tragic that you can't trust the police at all. When something's going on in your own crib and you the one that die because you called for help, that's a tragedy, man. That's just
that makes people lose their shit, and you wonder why. Why people trip the fuck out.
So in the original video, the with the audio, the cop gave them both directives to drop the knife, lay down on their face. And he kept saying, drop the knife, drop the knife, drop the knife. And all you hear is pop. And then dude fell. And then he walked in the room on top of him and laid 5 more into him. Like, if y'all want to go see that video on your own, we can't show it on this.
Oh, yeah.
You can go watch the video on your own. It's out there. But it's crazy, man. And then later in the video, later in the report, they found a lady in the garage. Like, his garage was like a kicking spot. He had a couch, a pool table, and all that stuff in there. She was in the garage, roofied up. So she was asleep the whole time. So I've been waiting on another, a follow-up. But sometimes the news, once it's news, they say what they say, and then you don't hear nothing about it until you hear a trial or something.
Right. So Benjamin says, you and I have been in many situations like that. You are only allowed to shoot when in intimate danger.
Right.
It sounds like his emotions and judgment call got in the way. And that's where the lack of training that we're talking about comes from, because ever so often there is supposed to be physical and mental assessments with these officers, and they're supposed to be put in a situation, even as a, where you're doing a drill.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, post training. And drills.
Right, when they're supposed to be put in those situations to see what they would do and how they would handle it.
They should have combat training at all times.
All times, but my thing is like
every 2 to 3 months, a cop should be going to contract.
Yes,
and I mean, I know it costs money to do that, but
trust me, they got it.
but it's people's lives we talking about. I bet you it costs less than the people. Like, so when this dude's daughter and parents sue the state for executing this man in his own house, I bet you it costs less to train that cop.
That part right there.
Because it's going to go to civil court. It's probably not going to be a criminal offense, but a civil court. They're going to win in civil court.
Oh, that I believe. He'll be back to work. Give him a month. He'll be back.
Oh yeah, they definitely going to, like, I mean, and the thing about it is, if you don't go to civil court, like, I mean, you crazy as hell. I would definitely be in there suing the hell out of old boy. Hands down.
Benjamin in law enforcement.
Yeah, Ben Simpkins is in law enforcement. Me and him used to be doing law enforcement together back in the day when I was one of them peoples.
One of them peoples.
Not one of them. But you know what? I think they need to ask the question. I don't know if they asked this question. They shouldn't be scared being a cop. Why are you scared out here in these streets?
They
you don't
scared.
Need to be a cop,
some
right.
of them cops are scared. I had a cop tried to put me in handcuffs, and his hands was shaking while he was doing it.
Right.
Well, you a giant. I'll be shaking too.
It don't matter. That's the job.
But no, I'm just joking. But no, seriously. No, seriously. They shouldn't be scared. You shouldn't be out there scared. You're the one walking around with all the ammo and tasers and all kinds of shit to fuck somebody up. You tell me you scared. I'm not that damn scared. Sometimes I don't even, I always have a weapon on me, but I'm saying I'm not walking around these streets scared like that. That's ridiculous to me. And I'm not a cop.
Yeah, Adam, you're right. Training doesn't make you have courage.
No, he said, let's get it right. He says it's not that he don't make you. It says it'll never make a bitch have courage.
I understand, but I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to do better. So
I mean, we just repeat what the people say.
Yeah,
that's all.
I understand. I'm just trying to do better.
Benjamin, I ain't
supposed to curse on here. I've been cursing the whole time. We
no, y'all
you,
can curse.
You be fine.
And
yeah, and Ben, he was not. He did enter with his partner. His partner was behind him, but the hallway was so small that they couldn't spread out. So I'm sure if the hallway was big enough, they would have just doubled down.
They would have. It'd have been more like,
right.
Yeah,
it'd either been more tragedy, or they would have been able to control the situation better. Mm-hmm. He did not follow protocol at all.
Not whatsoever.
You could tell. And I'm glad that these cops have to wear these cameras on their chest.
Me too.
And so the truth can actually be told.
Yep.
And Darian, that's what, it just might, but we'll see, because dudes on paid leave. And, normally when they put you on paid leave, they like, nah, he ain't do nothing wrong, because this is what this is
administration. It's the union. They in the union, so
right.
They got to follow protocol.
And I get that. So this is the excuse that they're going to use. They're going to say it was an imminent threat because they had a knife. So okay, well, which one of them had a knife then? Because why would you shoot one and not the other if they're imminent threat?
Yeah, why ain't you shoot them both?
Why ain't you shoot them both?
Right.
And if it's a knife versus a gun, and you know what I'm saying, and they're fighting over it, you have beanbag shotguns.
He had his thing.
You got
ready.
He was ready.
He was ready to kill.
He came in with it drawn.
Right. But they was hollering and screaming. Like I would have drew my weapon, but I would have told him, I'm gonna put one in you.
Right. If you don't stop.
If you don't stop right now, I'm gonna put one in both of y'all.
Right.
But he just
something.
I wouldn't have shot nobody in the face for that particular incident. I wouldn't have done
tell me this though. Do they train the cops to shoot in the head though? Because I haven't heard about a cop putting a plug in the leg, a kneecap.
Cops are supposed to preserve life first. Their first initiative to the public is to preserve life.
Yep, protect life.
That's the first thing on their list.
You can protect somebody's life shooting somebody in the leg.
Yeah,
that's what we're saying.
Shoot them in the toe.
Yeah,
shoot them in the.
But that don't happen. That's what I'm saying. How many times you heard a cop shooting somebody in the leg in the last 10 years?
It's been a while. It's been a long while.
Never. And that was my thing too, because normally you're shot for 2. You're really taught 2 to the chest. That's what you're taught, right? But
you're supposed to hit mid-torso.
Mid-torso.
Yeah, so
because that's supposed to stop.
Center, they call it center mass, but
there you go.
Yeah, you're supposed to hit center mass, which is in the middle of the chest. But that dude hit him with a headshot and then put 5 more in him to make sure that he didn't kick worm up out of that house.
And Adam, I was going to get into that because they do say that bullshit when it comes to the police, because they don't believe that. That's why we're saying that they're usually supposed to do center mass when they're shooting at you, but they don't teach them warning shots.
Right. We know they don't teach.
They don't teach that.
I'm just saying, like,
I didn't know that.
These police officers need to have better discretion,
because this is what they teach you. If you're pulling your weapon, it's because there's imminent danger. Right. Someone's life is being threatened. That's the only reason why your weapon should be pulled, which means, well, if you're going to pull your weapon, you better be using it because you are trying to stop someone else from losing their life by having to possibly take another life. So in a sense, they're taught shoot to kill. If you read between those lines.
Right. You're right, Ben. If you could shoot other places, then it's not considered an enemy. You're right. And the legalities of this thing, man, is crazy.
Yep.
And what the choices that a cop has to make are the most serious moments that I'm not downplaying the job. What I'm saying is that you put one in him, he fell and he was done. What you needed 5 more for? That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah, that's
I ain't mad that he shot him at all, because somebody probably needed to be shot.
Benjamin, I understand what you're saying also. So I get it, but it's kind of weird to me that
to walk on top of him and put 5 more in him.
Yes.
I mean, come on, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy, especially when he's already down and no longer a threat. Darian says, so he assumed that the guy was the most dominant force and he was the evil one, and he was justifying it by shooting 5 more times.
Exactly.
For the reason he shot him in the first place is what we're saying.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then Adam says, I get that, but the bigger picture is we have this many police because we have this many laws. The more people, the more laws will be broken. This is a broken system, not a broken person.
You're correct. I agree. I agree completely.
Yeah. It is. It is. But the system is what keeps creating these broken people. You know what I'm saying? All day long. That's what makes them broken, because of the system. So yes, indeed. It's right. There you go. Because the force continuum says it's force met with force.
Debbie Gray, thank you for the like. We appreciate it.
And so he tried verbally. Nobody listened.
Right. So I'm not even talking about the first shot.
Right.
The first shot was warranted.
Right.
The 5 shots afterwards was like,
come on, man, what we doing?
Yeah.
What's happening? You think the first shot was warranted?
God, dog.
Yeah. You think the first shot was warranted, bro? Though he shot him in the face and it was the wrong cat.
He addressed him. He addressed him 5 to 6 times. It didn't matter who it was.
Yeah.
Stop means stop.
Stop means stop. Period. Now, if he would have let the knife go and then he would have saw the other person trying to stab him, that the lady would have got shot.
Right.
But nobody did nothing.
Well, at least we would think.
Well, you would hope that,
you know,
if she was like, oh, he let it go and I'm about to stab.
Right.
Like,
and that's when you take her out.
Yeah. But she would have got shot.
When they both didn't stop. But again, I understand what you're saying, Miko, because you're like, well, did he have to shoot him? No, he still could have tasered the both of them or pepper sprayed them.
Right, Ben.
And that's non-lethal. That's less lethal, what we call less lethal force.
Ben, I don't believe that applies for cops. That applies for people who are outside of the law. Now, he had his camera, so no matter what he did, was going to tell on him.
Yep.
So what he should
have. So
if
he had to finish what he started, that's straight up murder.
Right. So what I'm saying is that he should have done what was right. He should have shot him, let him fall, and then handcuffed him. Or subdued the chick, and then handcuffed them both.
Because
remember, he had backup behind him.
Right.
His partner was standing right behind him.
That's a good thing he was, because like you said, they both would have been dead.
Yeah.
And then for the chick to tell him, you shot the wrong person.
Right. As they were handcuffing him.
She basically like, nigga, you should have shot me.
Right.
Mary said he went into a tunnel vision and lost his shit.
He did.
And then Tiffany said, and this is what I also heard as well. Tiffany said they said he shot only 2 seconds after he told them to drop the knife. I heard that same thing, but I didn't know for sure.
I wish I could show y'all the footage, but y'all have to look for yourself. I'm sorry. YouTube is getting tight on how we present these videos.
No, Chris, for sure. And that's the thing too. He says, I still don't like the fact that the man was presumed to be the bad actor here. He was half naked. It was obvious someone broke into the house.
Yeah.
The woman had on clothes. Yeah. And that's the thing.
He didn't use no discretion whatsoever. He didn't try to, figure out, and the knife being pinned against the door, actually nobody was ready to be hurt at that particular time.
No, exactly. And so Adam says pepper spray indoors is a bad idea. Been there, done that, not fun.
Yeah, I worked in prison. I know what it tastes like.
I do as well. And so I've been pepper sprayed on purpose for training purposes. So the thing is this, you still are alive afterwards to tell your story.
Right.
And so, like Sean said earlier, your first objective, hell, RoboCop told you, my first objective is to preserve life.
They're supposed to preserve life first. That's their initiative to the public.
So,
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, you're right, man. Crazy chicks, man. Y'all stop messing around with them dating sites, man. You might get one of them crazy folks messing with you.
Chris said,
these women are crazy out here.
He said, hell, it could have been me a few times.
Right.
Yeah, just off of some simple. And that's why we're saying, like, it's getting to the point where it's dangerous to call the police.
Yeah, man. Y'all better be careful out there, man, especially on them dating sites. You might get something that you don't want. Get you a gremlin
got
at the
somebody
house.
off the dating site. Chris, what you out there doing, my guy? What you doing?
Oh, Chris, listen, every week, Chris be cussing out bitches. Every week. He like, I'm sick of this shit. We let Chris have a tangent. He'll have his tangent. He'll come back. He's like, I'm good. I'm straight.
I'm back, y'all.
I'm back. Everything good.
We got another video for him.
But we love Chris. Hold on. We got one more comment from Mary. She says, I personally think the officer will lose his badge and finances between the different cases.
Adam said something too, if we didn't get that one.
Adam says, I saying for the cop treasure, shooting pepper spray indoors makes him less likely to stay in control of the situation, kind of like the mask yourself on the airplane type thing.
Yeah,
I understand, but that's why cops have been pepper sprayed, so they know what it feels like. They know how to handle it.
Well,
they know
Metro Police should be carrying two types of spray. They have what you call fox spray, which doesn't send out a mist. It's a direct shot. It looks like what do they call that? The funny string stuff. It looks like that. And that's called fox spray. Now,
but they stopped carrying it.
Capstun is what is like pepper spray.
Pepper spray,
where it fills the whole room up.
So they stopped carrying the fox spray for this main reason, because some people that when you got it on them, they would take it off of themselves and throw it back on you. So that shit became a no-no. So then it was the pepper spray, and so then the specific type of agent. So because of what pepper spray does, it stings, it chokes, it burns, right? So that's why you're taught to take that shit, so you know what's about to happen. And I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I've been, and Mary's on here, she can tell you, I've been trained in a manner where I've been pepper sprayed and my gun they were trying to take it from me while I got pepper sprayed. That's the type of training I went through, and that was security.
That was supposed to be
if I'm going through that type of training, I'm just security.
Post training, you're supposed to get that type of training.
You get that. You're supposed to get pepper sprayed ever so often, because you're supposed to be able to fight through it and know what's what.
You're supposed to be able to eat capstun like it's binoculars.
That's what, as an officer, that's the truth. So you can't, whether it's an enclosed room or unclosed or no ventilation or whatever, you're still supposed to preserve life.
Chris
back with the sex robots. He says sex robots will put a stop to this bullshit.
Hey, when you get a chance, Chris, there's a show on Netflix. What's that show y'all watched?
Oh my God! I wish Kyla
was having sex with the
robot.
It's on Netflix. It's
on Netflix. It's called.
You can fulfill all your fantasies on Netflix tonight.
I have to find that movie. I have to find it, Chris, because you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
Oh, Chris.
Isis said Chris would love her. She was a cutie pie, Chris.
No, she was. What's the name of the show? Well, you know what? When I figure it out, Chris, I'm gonna send it to you. But I can't think of the name of it now. No, Isis said there's a movie called Her.
Oh wow.
She says, y'all seen that? Nope.
No, not yet.
Adam says, I'm not endorsing how the cop handled this situation, but look at how much bullshit is going on in Vegas as of late.
Yeah,
I really
man,
don't care about one incident amongst 1,000
this
of
is
violent
just,
crime.
hey, Adam, like if we went through all the videos that I sent for us to review, we'd be here for at least 4 hours.
Yeah.
At least 4 or 5 hours. We just picked the one that we thought was the most egregious. That's all.
And sometimes we'll pick a couple, you know, we'll go back and forth, but like we got another one we were going to pull up, but it's getting late, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to get ready to shut it down. It'll be one for the another week.
She's slender and she you know, she looked like a model. She don't look like she ain't no thick thing.
Movie is based, like if you go to Netflix, the movie is about
on the top 10 right now.
It is on the top 10. So
it's on the Netflix top 10.
The movie is about a man whose wife was on the transplant list waiting for some stuff to happen in the hospital. So she's at the hospital. I'm
gonna look it up right now.
And he has a daughter. And so they go to this place where they create these robots to come in and clean your house and do all kind of stuff for you. And they're designed to help you in so many ways. But she looked at this man and told him, you're tense right now, and grabbed him by the crotch and was like, I can help you release some of that pressure or some of that stress.
She so did.
And I'm like, what fucking robot you know?
She so did. It's called Subservient.
Go watch it.
It's number 7 on the list, and 8 million people has already watched it.
Isis said, oh, that's something different. What the hell? No, exactly. So the man, he gets the robot, she comes in and she's catering to him, and then tells the wife, like she got to the point where she started wanting to be the wife. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was some weird stuff going on.
She killed some people and shit. It was crazy.
It was some weird stuff going on.
Y'all gotta watch it.
I ain't watched it yet. See, they watched it without me. But you know, it is what it is.
No.
I'll watch it later.
We'll watch it. We can go watch it right now.
I'm about to go to sleep because I got to go to work with your job by yourself.
It is what it is. I had to not have a job this month. Somebody had to do it. Mm-hmm. It had to be me. Because you don't have the patience to drive all over town. I don't have the patience to
talk to people and tell me I can't use their restroom.
Now
we're talking about peeing on walls. I would have peed on the desk.
I almost did that shit. We went to go see an apartment in Riverside. We walk in. And first of all, Isis didn't want to be there anyway. We walk in. I asked, hey, do you guys have a restroom? And they look at me and go, there's a McDonald's down the street. I said, a McDonald's down the street? I said, let's go. I said, where the fuck y'all pissing at? And left. I said, no, that's not what we're going to do.
Chris said he going to get him a robo-hoe.
Chris, we already know. Chris getting the first top tier model. What's her name going to be, Chris? Chris done named his robot bitch and everything. Adam says, I'm just saying the ratio of stupidity is not leaning more towards LVMPD than it's towards members of the community.
Yeah, you're
at
right.
the moment, Sean. The situation sucks and the cops look like a bitch, but
right.
Yeah.
You're right, bro. I agree.
Robo-ho.
I've been telling my wife for the longest it's time to move. I was saying that 4 years ago.
He said that like a year after we bought the house. I was like, we just got here. What you mean? I ain't even put no pictures on the wall yet. Yeah, wait a minute.
Soon as I found out they was putting 900 more homes in Las Vegas, I said it's time to go.
900,000, 600,000.
600,000 more homes in Las Vegas. I was like, it's time to go.
1,000.
It's time to go. And they doing it. I swear to you, if you go every corner of this place, they're building homes. I just saw another home right down North Fifth where they like D.R. Horton, so and such and such. The Magnolias, phase 2 and 3 coming.
Chris said he said it again.
Robo-ho.
I want a robo-ho. And then he said it again.
Robo-ho. Look here.
Chris, you to stop drinking because I know you drinking right now.
Adam said he be in Riverside Friday.
Damn, Adam. I hear that.
With any more videos before we get up out of here?
Nah, we good. Wait a minute. Chris said, and I'm gonna get my robo-ho a twin so I can have 2 bitches. Twatnator.
A twatnators.
And on that note, Chris.
All right, man. Well, you know, all Chris want for Christmas is his twatnators.
Twatnator.
Yeah. So y'all hook him up. Put some money on his books so you can get a twatnator down there.
Twatnator.
Right.
Isis, what you said? What they read? Read your comments?
Release my comments.
Oh, she said, nah, I'll watch it with you, Dad, because I thought they were talking about a similar movie called Her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll watch it when you get back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all give it up real quick for Isis since she in the building. My baby has graduated college this year,
Come
put
on.
herself out there, got her degree, and Amazon reached out to her and says, "Hey, we would love for you to be our health and safety specialist. So we want to go ahead and move you on out here to Moreno Valley so that you could come be our health and safety specialist." So y'all give a shout out to Isis for that, man.
She
Big
gonna be over
kudos to
there
her.
with the,
Come on,
with the
Nick.
yellow vest. She gonna be in there like a hall monitor talking about, don't slip over here, don't slip over here.
Tie your goddamn shoes up.
Get off that ladder.
Home.
Get off the top run of that ladder.
Now she a specialist. I don't think she gonna be walking around. She gonna be telling somebody else what to go do.
She gonna be telling them, don't eat that hoagie. Don't eat that hoagie.
You know you're gonna die because of that, right? Amazon ain't got time for this shit. We need you here tomorrow at 6 a.m. like everybody
else.
else.
On time. We don't need no bathroom breaks. We need you on time.
So she took her last flight home to Reno tonight, where she will be leaving in the next few days to come on back here to Vegas to hang out with family until she's off for a brand new adventure on Moreno Valley. So, my heart is full with joy, but y'all give it up to my baby, man. For real. She did her thing.
Last but not least, let me go ahead and put
it.
Shout out to the people who hit us with the likes. We got Patrick McGinnis. Tiffany. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, no.
Tiffany Ward. Debbie Gray.
Yes, Debbie.
Nick Newton. Veronica. Wendell West.
Mr. West in the building.
Darian Q. Jackson. Adam LaRosa. Chris Thiesgen. And Miko, even though I don't see hers. But I'm going to say it anyway.
I hit the whole panel around.
And then Mary, hers ain't up there either. But thank you for all the likes. Thank y'all for chiming on in. And I'm Sean Cheltenham, and I'm one of the hams.
I'm Treasure Cheltenham. I too am one of the hams. Darian's question real quick before we get out of here is, how much water is in Lake Mead right now?
It's getting low down there, buddy. It's getting low down there. You can
see about to be a whole bunch of bodies getting uncovered.
You can see the top of the reactors over there.
Yeah. It's getting pretty bad.
Everybody, and free Luigi.
Free Luigi.
And Chris says he's the ham bone. Y'all know what it is. Thank you for tuning in every Wednesday live right here on Podavision. Y'all be sure to start tuning in on YouTube. I am Treasure Cheltenham. I am one of the hams.
I'm Sean Cheltenham. I'm one of the hams.
And we are the hams. We love you too, boo-boo. Good night.
This is the Ham Show, y'all. 8 p.m. every Wednesday night. Y'all hit us up.
Wednesday.
Peace.
We out this thing. Hump day.